All right, Saturday morning, Universal show. I'm telling you what, always a pleasure. Now, I've been seeing this lady's name floating about all over the place. And I said to Iron, come on, bro, get her in, get her in, get her in. And she's here bright and early on a Saturday morning. I'm glad you made it.
I'm glad I made it as well.
I'm glad you made
Thanks
it.
for having me on your early Saturday morning show.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, everyone. My name is Becky Hill.
Now, Becky Hill. Now, for some listeners who may not be familiar, not always on YouTube, not always watching the TV, let them know who Becky Hill is, please.
So, you may have heard me from such featured tracks as Wilkinson's Afterglow or Rudimental's Powerless or #1 hit single by Oliver Heldens, Gecko Overdrive.
Jeez.
Now coming back as a solo artist with her brand new debut album single Losing, which is out now. Is that good promo? Wait.
That is good promo. You
Am
know
I
what?
good at this?
But you know what you should have done though?
Oh, no.
Because I can detect a little accent in there. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from Bewdley in Worcestershire in the West
Bewdley. I've
Midlands.
never even heard of that.
No, you wouldn't have done that then. It's West Midlands.
Okay, West Midlands. And when did you come to London? You still live there?
Yeah, I go back, but I've been in London for about 2 years now.
Okay. Why did you make that decision? Tell us about like how you got into all this music industry thing.
Nothing happens in Bewdley. You can tell by the name, right?
Bewdley. I've never even heard of it. Was it?
Bewdley.
Bewdley.
Yeah, you got it right.
You got animals up there?
We have a safari park, the West Midlands Safari Park.
Okay.
So you know how we do. And we've got the Severn Valley Railway Station, and we've got the River Severn running through. It's gorgeous. No music there.
And you have otters?
I haven't seen any, but we probably do. We've got swans. Swans and maybe some pigeons, maybe?
Some pigeons? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I noticed? When you go to them country areas, they always have big animals. Like that you just don't see anywhere else, like big animals. Pheasants, big pheasants.
Oh, yeah, we got big pheasants.
Yeah,
big pheasants,
yeah.
foxes, squirrels.
Okay.
Squirrels are quite big.
They're big up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, music. I I started off in a really small band in my area.
Right.
Called Shaking Trees. And so me and Shaking Trees did a lot of local gigs, and kind of BBC Introducing kind of picked us up and all the rest of it, but nothing ever came of it. And then 17 was kind of a bad year for me, and some guy I knew told me to go on to The Voice, said he thought I could win it. And I thought, I've got nothing better to do, so let's have a go. So I had a go, and I didn't end up going home, which was quite nice, until the semi-finals. Because I didn't think I'd be able to do it. And then I came off the show and sourced my own management. So I went out there and asked around and kind of asked for management. And I found the best management ever. I found Crown with my manager, Alex. And he was good because he was different from the other management companies. There was another company that said, we're going to get you in every club around the country, we're going to make you loads of money, and you can be doing PA sets for as Becky Hill off The Voice, and we can make you roughly about 100 grand within a few months. And I was like, cool.
Wow. What's his manager's name?
Then,
You need to give me a link. Give me a link.
Yeah, but boy, that's not about. I'm not about that life. Not about that life. And then I went to Crown. I was like, so basically, I've been offered to do like loads of money going around as Becky Hill off The Voice. They were like, yeah. Well, the thing is, we can make you good money if you make good music. And I said, I can make good music. And that's more what I was about. I wasn't about the money. Like, I've never been about the money. So it was nice because I got the chance to have full creative control over my music and to go in and really write from my heart. And I did that for about 18 months.
Oh, wicked.
And I really kind of worked on what I wanted to be as an artist. And it was an amazing opportunity that I don't think I'll get again because, you know, depending on what this album does, and then that will kind of determine what happens with the
Hence
next.
you're here today.
Yeah.
So what did that experience at The Voice teach you though? Like as you was coming into this game, what did it teach you though?
It taught me to be savvy with who I'm talking to. It taught me to really know who you're talking to and not to take that for granted. You were around a lot of people's managers on that show, and if you weren't wise, you would have just let those sorts of contacts go. Whereas as soon as I got voted off The Voice on the semi-finals, I pulled Jesse's manager to one side backstage and went, I don't know what to ask. I'm only 18. I don't know what to say, what to go with, who to talk to, anything. And at the end of about a 45-minute chat, Mark Hargreaves, who was Jesse's manager, said, here's my card, and we don't need you because we've got Jesse on our books, but if you ever need a hand or if you ever need some questions answering, here is my card. And I rang him and a couple of other companies and decided that Crown was the best. So, I mean, it's really important. That show really made it very clear to me that you have to be nice to the right people as well. I mean, I don't know if you remember Indy and Pixie.
No.
But they were two girls that I was battling with.
Right, okay.
And they were...
Who was your mentor, sorry?
I was under Jessie.
You was under Jessie, okay.
Yeah, so I was with those two girls, and we're still very good friends, but because they weren't nice to the right people on the show, they got edited very badly and ended up having death threats online. So you just got to be careful.
And you know, that's one thing I'm always talking about. Like, you know, when I'm talking about people coming into the music industry and all that, I'm saying you could be the most talented, you know?
Yeah.
But if you don't get on with people, you're going to have some issues and problems.
Proper.
Seriously, you have to leave a nice taste in people's mouths.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's something I'm definitely still learning to this day. It's,
right.
It's difficult, man, because I think anybody my age, I tend to waffle, by the way, so just
No, keep on talking. That's why you're here. Talk, man. Just talk. It's Saturday morning.
Yeah,
you know,
why not?
Just talk. You know what I mean? I can get you some rum and coke if you
want.
Cool,
yeah. I mean, why not?
Do your thing.
Just to help last night's hangover. Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult for anybody who's my age. I think a lot of people my age are coming out of university now, having to find a job and finding them in a very different situation than they were ever taught at school. And, you know, it's a shame because you really have to learn quickly. And if you don't, you're out. And I think that's magnified in this industry. I don't know what it's like in any others, but, you know, you only get... I see the music industry very much like school, and you've got your GCSEs coming up, and if you don't pass your GCSEs or the top 40, then you only get a couple of resits before, you know, you're thrown off the course. So it's difficult. It's difficult for anybody my age, I think. But
do you have any trust issues in the music industry? Do you find it, because you know, like when you're meeting so many different people, right? Look, she's laughing, you know.
Oh, babe, I have trust issues with everyone. There ain't no one I do trust. Trust me.
Do you trust what I'm gonna say next? do you like? Could you meet so many different people?
Yeah,
do you think to yourself, or do you have to just use your discernment and go like, do you know what? I'm just gonna have to just take their word for it, because you know, is it practically like that?
Yeah, it's taken me a long... My manager keeps saying, Becky, stop thinking the world's against you.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, and that isn't, you know, nothing to do with the industry's fault. There's probably past relationships and stuff. And, you know, yeah, I found it difficult to especially give my musical children over to somebody else and go, what do you think of this? And have their opinion on board as well. And not think that these people are trying to screw me over. That's been very difficult. But I'm in a place now where I know my label, my management and my publishers, they're my crew. They have my back. Yeah. And I'm safe with them because they only want my project to succeed because they've got vested interests. They're not gonna sabotage it. And, you know, it's difficult because you literally have to go on gut instinct. Yeah. If you don't like someone or you don't like somebody like with the first impression or the first few impressions, then that usually means that person isn't for you and you shouldn't work with them.
That's good.
But that's difficult to know. You got to trust it.
If you just logged on this morning, we've got the lovely Becky Hill in the building. She's talking. You see how she's comfortable now?
Yeah, I am fully talking.
We're drawing her out this morning. You're feeling good? Is it too hot in here?
It is a bit too warm.
Is it too hot in there? Yeah, this is how it is. Yeah, we're good.
I'm chatting, man. We've got time. We've got time. We've got time. They hate me, man.
We've got time. Yeah?
Nah.
We're just starting. We ain't even started yet. All right, let's do this. So let's go through a few things quickly then. Let's clear this up. Musical influences quickly.
Ben Howard, Bon Iver, Ellie Goulding and Passion Pit were the 4 people I went through when making this album.
Things that you just don't like.
Cheesy throwaway pop music that was written in a factory.
Okay, One Direction. So
Oh, well, someone had to say it.
I didn't say that. She said it.
But the boys are doing well for themselves,
Yeah,
man. They're
doesn't
living
it?
in Primrose Hill, and I'm still at the arse end of Maida Vale.
Garbage
so,
sell, garbage sell, garbage sell. I'm just saying. Best food.
I would have to go for. There's an amazing Korean street food in East London, a Korean street food restaurant called On the Bab in East London.
Okay.
That is probably the best stuff I've ever tasted.
Okay.
But I like loads of food.
Like what? What else have you like?
I like Pizza East. I know that's quite a normal one. I actually discovered jerk chicken very recently. And that is amazing.
You
man.
like jerk chicken?
Yeah, but
Is it good? Where did you get it?
Good.
Where did you get it? What area?
When I lived with Andrea off The Voice. And
Okay.
her family are like
Proper Jamaican.
Yeah, she's Dominican, I think.
Okay.
So I was kind of living there, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna turn you black. You may not look black, but we're gonna turn you black." I was like, "All right, cool.
I feel you know what you should try.
Go on."
Like it's the most horriblest dish in Jamaican dish.
Yeah.
Cow foot.
Oh, I've heard. Oh,
Have you heard about that?
I have heard about
Yeah,
this.
you need to try that.
Cow
you need to
foot.
Yeah, you ain't tried food until you try that. Cow foot. Okay, moving on swiftly. Let's talk about your single.
Yes, please.
Tell us about the single quickly.
So I wrote it with my best friend Emanike, who
Yeah.
you may have known him from Ready for Your Love, Duke Dumont.
In Your Clouds.
In Your Clouds. I wrote a song about you.
Yeah.
All that jazz, man. He is the most talented boy I know. So it was the first time I met him. We wrote Losing on the first day.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote it in about an hour and a half. It was about a guy I was seeing on The Voice, who ended up being a bit of a idiot, to be polite for the radio. There are a lot of other words I could use, but I won't. It's a Saturday
It's nice
morning.
to be nice. It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to be nice.
Yes, it's lovely to be lovely.
Did he take you to McDonald's? Is that what it was on the first date? Is it? Is that?
Boy, he didn't even take me on a date. Let's just put it like that.
Oh wow,
He-
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. He's got
yeah.
swag like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, we were both on the show, and we both kind of needed a bit of a support system. So
Okay.
We were involved. We were involved throughout that, and then
All right.
when we were both off the show, I didn't hear from him again at all.
Oh, I
So Losing's
see.
really about being kind of lost in love and being a bit fed up with it all and not wanting to kind of get involved, but finding yourself in these relationships that aren't doing you any good.
And can you be in the music industry and be fully committed to a relationship at the same time? What do you reckon?
I have been single for 4 years, so I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
I haven't been in a fully committed relationship for a very long time.
Wow.
I personally don't feel like because I've tried doing it with a couple of boys this year, and being like, okay, maybe we can go out with each other. That'd be a really cool. I didn't know that doesn't work. I find it's very difficult. I think I need to stay single for a while yet. God is telling me, God's like, Becky, you're with these boys. I'm gonna cut it all off for you. You're not gonna do it because Bex, you need to get your head in the game, boy.
I was having a debate with these girls at work yesterday,
Go on.
and this is what they said. I want to know your opinion on this. I know we're going off the record now.
Yeah,
we can
on.
do this. It's Saturday morning.
Yeah,
it's just
sod
general
it.
chit chat. Now, how many dates must you go on with a guy until you pay? I'm going to tell you what they said.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never been taken out on a date.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you just come and mash up the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. But I'd say I don't like being paid for, and I don't like things being bought to me. But I think dinner should be first or second date. I think by the third date or the fourth date, I should be paying.
Oh,
Yeah, third or
okay.
fourth.
I like that.
Yeah, but I'm an equal kind of girl.
Do you know what one of them said?
What?
6 months.
What?
6 months he should be paying for the dinner. That's what they said. 6 months. And then I'll decide if he's like, the one.
Wow. That's
you go.
Oh no.
We've got to wrap this up. We're getting hounded, you see?
Oh, sorry, guys. It was my fault. I was waffling.
Could you give us information where people can network with you and all that good stuff?
Thanks. I could do with a reminder to plug. I am on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I am on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. You can look for me as Becky Hill or Becky Hill Official, and you can grab me there. And I'm very easy to find.
No problem. And could you introduce your single this morning with a bit more of a South London swag to it, please? because you done it in a bed. Was it? Where'd you come from?
All right. I come from West Midlands.
Yeah, don't do it like that. Do it with a South London vibe to it, please. Promote your single this morning. Could you do that?
So, all right, London.
No, you gotta say you're done now. My single's hard now.
Yeah.
Do it like that. Do it like that. Go on.
So what up, my brethren? Yeah? This is my debut single, yeah?
Yeah. And
My
boom,
name
boom,
is
boom.
Becky Hill, Donut. And this is Losing Still.
Shit. Yeah.